Dear students, welcome to Alibros EduSoft. In this video, I am going to deal about 8th standard civics textbooks first chapter, the Constitution. Let's begin with the chapter. So, in this chapter, we are going to deal about the Constitution of India. Why a constitution is needed and what is the need to frame a constitution and what all are the key features of Indian Constitution etc. are dealing in this chapter. To begin with, let's say some of the examples. While playing football, when we cast the ball with hand, that is a foul. That is a basic rule of playing football. Like that, while going to office or school, we need to reach by correct time. That is also a basic rule. Like that, there are many rules and regulations formed in the country. When these rules and regulations are written form, that is known as a constitution. The Constitution explains what is right and what is wrong and what are the things that we need to follow in our country. To deal about the history of formation of Indian Constitution, let's begin with 1934. During 1934, INC demanded for a Constituent Assembly. Constituent Assembly was planned to write the Constitution of India. During the Second World War period, the Constituent Assembly gained momentum. This Constituent Assembly was comprised of Indians. This Constituent Assembly convened in December 1946. You can see the images of the Constituent Assembly we had during the period of 1946. Next, I am going to say about the most confusing factor about democratic nations and the Constitution. That is, all democratic nations have a constitution. Not all nations with a constitution are democratic. That is, all the nations which are democratic will be having a constitution. But not all nations with a constitution are democratic. Next is to protect rights of each and every minorities, and also there must not be any dominancy of superior power. Next is, what is the nature of the political system that existed in our country during the period of 1947 or after independence? There were some of local parties, regional parties etc. also existed during those period. Next is implementation of basic rules which are against the misuse of the power. Then guaranteeing the right to equality to each and every citizen in the country. Next, I am going to say about a case study which explains the power in Nepal. Till recent times, Nepal had monarchy rule. Monarchy rule is the rule at which the complete power or the complete authority of the whole nation was under the control of the king. They had a constitution during the period of 1990s, but the thing is the complete or the final authority was under the king. People in Nepal fought for the formation of a democratic country. In 2006, they succeeded and king power ended. So, Nepal became a democratic country. People in Nepal elected their leaders. New constitution of Nepal came on 2015. This is a very good example of deviation from monarchy rule to a democratic country. In democratic country, we choose our leaders and they exercise power on our behalf. That is what you call democracy. Next is the key features of Indian Constitution. Father of Indian Constitution is Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He mainly focused on the scheduled caste to join the administrative power or the government jobs. During 20th centuries, Indian national movement has started. From there, freedom, liberty, equality, etc. came into existence. Justice for all citizens and equal participation for all the individuals has started. One of the main dilemmas during the formation of the Indian Constitution was different communities, different languages, religions, cultures are all has to be incorporated. Bringing together different community, different languages, religions, cultures, etc. was a basic problem. And the Constituent Assembly made a complete idea of bringing together different communities, people, cultures, religions, etc. together. Accompanied princely states, poor socio-economic state of people are also done during the formation of our Indian Constitution. Partition of our country into India and Pakistan also had done during this period. Next, the main pillars of Constitution are, there are 5 important pillars of the Constitution. They are, the first one is federalism. Federalism is the term which explains there is more than one level of government, that is, the central and the state government. Each state has autonomy in power and each state has their own government, but has to follow all the central government rules. That is, the state works as an agent of the central government. Next is the parliamentary form of government. The parliamentary system guarantees universal adult suffrage, that is, each and every citizen of a country above 18 years of age has the right to vote. There is no discrimination on the basis of caste, creed or gender. Okay students, I'll end this video from here. The remaining portion of this topic will be taken on the next video. For more queries, please contact to this email ID. Thank you.